Some people would say, oh, why do you go so far out of your way for dogs and cats? It's just a cat or it's just a dog. But it's a life, and it's this sweet, innocent little animal that, you know, we have a chance to make a difference. In about 90% of the cases of the kittens we foster, without us, they wouldn't live.
I'm in charge of the foster program, getting cuties like this. This is Tempura. She's 7 weeks old. Out of the shelter and into safe foster homes where they're not exposed to contagious disease that often go through shelters.
Are you sweet kitty?
It's a form of volunteering. You sign up to be kind of a safe haven for animals that are brought to the shelter, whether they're stray or surrendered by their owners. We don't have enough space for them all. Cats are a little bit more low maintenance unless you take bottle baby kittens, which are very high maintenance.
Bottle feeding the kittens is really rewarding. They really bond to you and look at you like you're their mommy because you're bringing the food. You take them from this tiny little wiggly hamster-looking thing to an actual kitty that goes to a good home.
If you're taking puppies, there's a little bit more cleanup to do. Kittens are fairly self-sufficient. That's usually why we have more kitten fosters, because you don't have to worry about them as much when you're at work. We desperately need dog fosters. We have some that are very dedicated and wonderful, but we don't have enough. Obviously, not every animal that we send home is perfectly healthy. Sometimes they are going to contract or have already contracted some sort of contagious disease, and that's just a reality of shelter life. Very rarely, you know, we'll have foster kittens or puppies that pass away. Those are usually more experienced fosters that I send home at-risk animals with.
The hardest part is always when one dies. I hate to see animals suffer. You really bond with them when you bottle feed them. It's also sometimes really hard to let them go. And it's bittersweet, I should say. You're happy because you know you did your job and now they're at the right age and they can go make someone really happy. But at the same time, that's your baby.
It can be hard to say goodbye, but what I always tell my foster parents is that goodbye is the goal. We want to get these animals out into homes. Adopters are always very grateful to the foster families that took care of them, and we're able to provide more information about each pet that's been in a foster home. You know, how do they interact with kids sometimes, or are they good with other dogs or other cats?
I have a big old belly. I have a big old belly.
You can always adopt your fosters. We call it foster failing. It's not really a failure, but it's a fun way to identify it. A lot of our foster parents have kept their pets.
This is Simon, crazy boy. He is our very first foster fail. We just couldn't part with them. They make you happy. They bring something to your life. It's therapy.